no tape o kam kraman so because minim side na nya yere na me duru vanyo side when am tise go bi aba na me saw radio no na me saw na tise bi wa tika a chebi na say kai edi ana me frɛ mi ni atwisebe na mbusa nto we na atwisebe say oruko ntimi kan no so omo high school side on na ne pua na me say me ko tra mi nua nchen because game dey I na chese e call extra time the extra 30 minutes minimum you ko hwe ball no ene ye koye ene ye kokko hwe ball no nti de ate no na ene you ever heard a lot of videos chese against ne de so sha se wo ya enwie ya na ubusa bese so there is into a so me try se masanya PSG so jesi acha wo de mo ntwan na nsi na mo hwe de besi kroma na Barca for nyina ya mamu nyina achi yes also mama kwaba abisa for your live Facebook Pure FM TV yeah live YouTube and also your Pure FM TV YouTube I feel a game I be texting me good morning Kofi Boku morning but my fro from Enranyumre one fime shop now to the Jesse na woton ye pe Jesse atoku teska ye fra wa onfa adai ye kuteska pe Inter Jesse ato ye fra wa onfa now see coach ni krom nya computer no pen come hu say Maxwell yeah we Inter Jesse na shem na say e bomb pa ba mi aka say bomb pa Jesse na FF FF pa e bomb e na say bomb pa
mini Inter Jesse for what's Inter Jesse for den
o say
Inter Jesse what's for den
na me be adwuma ma shem Jesse na say ma say Inter Jesse ma say me sha tare ba adwuma
also be so mu yi Barca no de bro
Aye.
It's one who said Barca is too big.
Massa. I paid 120 Ghana cedis this morning for this.
Inter Jesse.
Oh, then any who we saw Trent. The last year's Inter Jesse crab in my Trent.
Yeah, word remember hey. You need very much in free my Barcelona be say but
a Christian Urefisa almost Madrid. There's Christian about Arabian and
no a coincidence.
Maybe the coincidence. And Christian, I did change our buy Jesse Ben and Maxwell, and if the Maxwell, Mr. And I did some now, Becca. Open for the coffee. Maxwell, me say open for the coffee. Show the bay.
We have the Sunday match.
Sunday Sunday match.
Who needs a match?
Massa, and say before cry. Me say the opa. Sorry coffee. Yeah, me near for any other for better you show.
David Meba, Andy, me say.
Sure.
See what could Inter Jesse for
Massa. Oh, there's some okay. Na me say pe awe no crack on. Me say pe Inter awe just no crack on. So computer san ko fa go game me friend on fa. On the be me friend game on fa. They say it's a computer man on say me friend. Oh can someone say Inter just for what?
Fa ne call bi on ni asem bi obeka.
Me ni asem bi amebeka.
On kan nche on fa.
O dia mo muni muntia. Wa betra no pe beka jam say Sunday match o. Me say and me show so already wuntimi ntra.
Me boha pa
na enyo so na be tire de enka ne o
me say me boha
because enche your cry
so obi abekasa
obi abekasa
until they count
me bia me te no e kwa mo de me fa so 2 weeks ago share o betia akasa gu microphone e me catch on ne share
na say o remedy no wa beji Inter de Barca
enyo wasem en fa
o na mo ye ne de Barcelona ni
Maxwell I dey asem na okay Christian Shebasa Ashas na just for what reason
Nasa Jesse say
oh, just when you're off.
It's very nice.
A coincidence. Also, a day after Arsenal eliminated Real Madrid.
Okay.
Remember, say Inter Jesse a day after Inter eliminated Barca. Also, remember
the difference is that Christian didn't explain Chow as to the Inter was. I said,
maybe Christian then because he was not sitting where I'm sitting.
Okay.
And come on, you do a form one son of
that you are bullying us because of where you are.
Me cry. Let me name say me Inter sa.
Yo, Mate.
Na me nim cross me we Inter Milan sa say Inter me free man say the wo Barca sa wo Tottenham no say me wo Barca me wo Madrid sa we Inter na me nya we enura na me hu pass
Mr. Strategic whatever say
sure obi so obrem Inter we Jesus no obi so obrem Inter we Jesus no men ka ba come and to me na enam messages am inside ka no mini Fred I do US of A Fred I say good morning bro. Please tell Sir Christian and Maxwell that Champions League trophy can and will only come to Spain via Real Madrid. Please understand Maxwell. He is talking from pains. Okay, so Maxwell. Maybe catch us timer Arsenal yi Madrid no. Okay, baby, I'm saying pains no.
Yeah.
Now me pains so Mrs. Now the other kind of
Liverpool crash and
Liverpool has all for today.
And no cry
and carry all kind of cry and cast them now. Hey, Mr. Me pacho. And your ball I'm buy as a move. Oh, there you have free microphone. Okay, papa boy. Quite a trophy night. Oh, got 10 years when you're champions. Papa now boy. Me and for champions trophy back. I'm not from trophy room. All I went to me through Fiafa work you car baby. Esa bo say no engofe. Odia na me fa. Me say owe. Ya be Champions League final Munich. Barca be call.
O de bi enko.
Enti di asem na akay.
Enti yenye ade o.
When odia no ya de.
Andi na when no abo boy say Madrid.
Oh ade no call final
and on say and here.
Oh kasa asem we. Oh say bo am boy. Na ya di 15 o sori ase yenye ade. Wo ko 10 years onye Champions League. Wo be tena say ba be to be.
Say yen di so.
She ade na di so. Maxo me say
JHS why.
And me say me na me control microphone pacho. Time I'm telling me more kasa. And minim so bia time chine. O say time no crown and me tiku bia. Na and a bridge pa na abo kese ensa no. Na Joan so you camera said yes ya say Christian. Joan obemafia. No so e ba sani o. Me Sir Christian
Andy me sugar crack
o salt
you see me friend doctor for Jenima koye diabetes test me sugar kosoro
o san go for we
me BP kosoro em se mesenya pneumonia crack ho na come ho papa men fam ti de bia na ya de andi a come ho papa na musumu hu ni pamobo.
Why ma?
Mon consider our mental situation. Obi bewu ena mo ye party.
Oh, Christian, say Christian baby ana uti. Sada na mete woncha. Mo ma metena hade me say swim no. Em say the whole day show ni nyina em say me kasa enu 1 minute. Dem me wie na me say me niam na me kotena chire oboko. Ene producer say soro akra on furu a. On person be baby a radio kra won what say ye ka bo asem. Na Max o say mo ya ade. My idea pa just say ball am up bonebisi that this season was Champions League. Barcelona ya dear. And so final no Barcelona na kwakobo. Axo final no Inter Milan. PSG Arsenal ne. No makwakobo Champions League final. Mo ya dear nyina no. Ya da masi. Some ya dear mo ma Champions League ni efe. Mo be ball a efe. A just mo entertain ye. Lami yama betwitwe ye Pedri bedada ne ho hwan we my ade bebre chesni ye nsa no ye damase bebre eye mo fansi wo international Real Inter Madrid and echo final Sir Christian was and the general so tamechi and that dear minim say do na atamechi akwasi adumako osemen kan che o Max say nyame aduma Friday obesende bibi kakra ma mo na mo de akwa ramatadi ko onim say baby amafa no onzo bi text me say Madrid call 12 years in the Champions League mate
baby igina no ramat ni kura hiam pa ubinya energy drink bi aka ho nko di so a dey dey attach ho because enu ani ne kusi china dey
na
ene me mpaboa me hye me sorry na mpaboa ne chimi mi am shu me tashe pa ene me hye shu chimi and who have me carry mo as on the chale what go kan mu
me
ka me chale ne dia
Bon, on you free man. What you be Ada kra na yekra ya mo Wednesday ko Tuesday. Questions out no bisa ho no. Na dia bufu ne se wanya bokwa akwa do fi okoso TV na the DSTV na ade ko uja ho a obeso na yi replay.
Ah no pay me sorry na replay. Nam si DSTV no state TV no me watch media. Me nem tia like day. Me for so far day.
And to way sen kayan poncho no kwa 4 p.m.
And how nim the TV nam the remote to do no. Me sorry me do plug no down no straight. Me TV ni kwan say.
Who say Madrid for ne say o dey Sunday mo sha Madrid for ne 10 o mo fa ho leave me mad dada. The mission no for the season. O ma accomplish mission no for the season.
Mo trophy na mo je na no.
Ah Christian. O ka o many I can question was saying kasam peche. O dey o re na menya against him fa me hu wura mu te say no ade ne da. Menya against him family who na me sad many ba ku say ha ade bi kakra.
O say agenda no mo ya ba ko a ni afa ho mo ya ba ko a na afa ho mo ya ba ko a na afa ho kenra de to mu ma mo ne die
me say Christian born here 3-2 no bubble so me kwakra manka me ni me yakofina to he born me kwakra manka
ujani enra me say me nam krum first half no man first half no because na me emergency situation me na say me ko na me ko he eti me nam krum na me say na Inter Milan omo supporters is ha just enra Chelsea for Real Madrid for Manchester United for akokan Real Madrid for so Barcelona against Inter Milan, Barcelona against Real Madrid, Barcelona against Manchester United, Barcelona against even Arsenal. Na said omo ye hala Inter Milan and Visca PSG said they no ye na hala Inter Milan and then me see me call Visca PSG.
Oh, na America ma your videos big akransa na yakona yakoto so with some komo ya Christian Edi say no nim say Inter for no supporters na enado pa me da sorry and also for Gaspar sending me videos.
Na minipa unuanum ekwa ahochirem ye twa ajo na so for Gaspar say be huru ye
na first video I saw for Gaspar they send me na netie sound bite no Trent ma be de Rafinha de no o matro Barcelona weeping final to so ma na netie sound bite no we eya no pay na so for Gaspar they send me 2 videos ba ko be a prophet bi a ono so be prophesy say
Commander General
o de yentie we kakra yentie bibi kakra bi wa ha sei yentie bi kakra so for Gaspar videos Champions League no you free my hard you know you free my na mame Madrid supporter na ewo kwada so hey Christian kwada so hey kire hey kwada so kire ya Trent fasa video na odi carry by na fasa video no bra na Barca any Inter Madrid fan on say Madrid dey kuta eno da mu za no Uze we can say adwuma na si adwuma no asi
Madrid kwa the Champions League ko be si Madrid energy Champions League entinge o entinko be ye monyi moni mumrani
yenko Jamestown na ga de ketu ebu
Jamestown na no ni se ni le luka
o my English sports
na de ya no bato politics I say bato de ya politics Maxo born you bebe mo de bo fa me say Maxo nyabotre ene so de abesos so o check
match ho e be pon 130 we dey be you man e gba
but hey seriously wait I do nyina on Christian a moral lesson sa no me ko Barcelona for they need to get up who say nipa kese to this is how the world goes so if a nobody a silent but when somebody a wide jubilation into the Barcelona for there some do support say you are too big because there is no team who say we're free more Champions League all these jubilation because
Maxwell, don't say that.
Daddy,
don't say that.
Because
Andrew.
That's how crowd.
Madrid free man.
Madrid free one mebo videos.
Maxwell, me na mama mebo because then we be man kasa o.
I don't know. Eh, yeah, mo angasa.
Money chama mama kasa.
It is a Christian hey. O kasa o ti goal.
Maxwell.
Who say Inter Barca need team be ban support automatically supporters no door.
Madrid Lucy there Nancy.
I had to say
there are some now okay.
But
the point is Omo supporting other teams now.
Yeah.
Omo ye anti Barcelona no.
Yeah.
More than omo ye anti Real Madrid.
I didn't hear.
On say Chelsea for no still aligned to Madrid for. Manchester United aligned to Madrid for.
Yeah.
What I say? Arsenal for crown and same crown no. Omo ya ko Madrid side kakra. And it Real Madrid Lucia. Barcelona for no nebia ye be di ani kakra. But ye nya other teams na. Ombaba kan ho amiyaji omoyaji ani
tiade na Barca de omo lusu de yenya nipa bebre mo job
Barca for no ho hi
enti obi a omama so yes obama so
na man kwa from US osenra no ye against na wo ye ni nyina ye because the Barca de Manchester United Champions League finals you know
hey United
ose ba kokra no lusu bet kese pa de Messi be share sa van de sa go no since then on supporting Barca and it you know omo ye anti Barcelona and sometimes you know only Chelsea for kasa Chelsea for personal hatred for Barcelona no based on what happened in 2008-2009 sa horrible incidents you know ama Chelsea phobia no mpe Barcelona sembisi ne and they have reason to do so and it you know chama ye de ye wini a ye nko a ye lusu
obi a send message say o cry no o kan say Barca free ma ba on kasa
and then no
say
no tie
Max, I remember you said something like that.
It's not true. I said that Barca be qualify, and I also hear so before and I will cast no. I don't remember I said that. Because analysis, I told you say
not analysis no before before you foreign news time say you made a comment like that.
What I was trying to say is that
and what you are trying to say, Max, what you are trying to say.
Sometimes say we make it definite definite me say or tell the Barca free there menka so meaning that you not even give me chance to talk. This is what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is that you not let me talk. But you what
and they say mama kasapa and they say baby any awo
the amount for ye na man
it's not bad the amount for
ye na man de kotika mu say ya
oh they na unkai
doesn't mean that
and then come be menka me the team bia mo ne bobo bia jala bia come be
menka say other teams lose so ayenye but no creda wa you see sometimes the issue say yempese be ka some near ti obi na so why is no creda me say Andy Real Madrid, I respect all the teams. There is no team in the Champions League go be free.
Maxwell, it is a lie. It is a blatant lie. It is never true. It is never true, Maxwell. Ebia wo ya me say shabo abonte and once na ye Madrid free mo correct the shoes of Amekum. I'm telling you say me na man for videos aba
why mo na Barcelona for ne
make assumption na one
I ask now for almost almost
don't say me ask now for the rest of the Amekum say me say Barcelona for
Accra Madrid for mo ha na wuyi
Maxwell the whole kind there ya ma unka ka the all can
akosia henkan free Michael o Facebook akosia very careful pa unianum wa rumu a ensusu jangum sa Barcelona is the only team that do comebacks and do go backs they wa uye is me BP I shoot to 120 o be say ko 180 me wo a e hira na be adwuma yi
no we can't say Bas and Kwane me say I did Maxwell I did not come to show you these videos.
Because a freedom.
Me say, my videos ni be ama metro. Wouldn't they see us na yima do free mo no. Me ka some try say Bas and Kwane free ma. There's no team. I dey some like.
But o dey.
Dabi Max Oja no kwade ja kakra.
Wa wi anafe na be stories.
Afe na be stories.
O dey enko ye make game na nkasa.
Hwe Christian munya abotre ma yo dey say ka bia munya me nka ho.
Na me sisa ma bisa so wa wi. Na wo so wa wi.
Ye wa dey be sa ba dey be sa ka. Obi asa send me video class is here. Do I must send you video back who say
Some Mike who na see when.
Aha. Nti me say ebem a de ebem ye beka.
No problem.
Do I dey tena na you say videos no nyi. Tena na you say videos no nyi. Oh,
basically answer ye ba ye mo bia kwa mane mbe defend say ye nya.
Me say mo betena ha mo ka mo de no. Christian ye metene nchen me de mensa suma no. Me tena se di ma mo ka de meka bia na mo sori ko tena tira. Man carry na mo sori ko. Edru so the person find excuses na there. Ba ko de ade na to stretch as o mo de ko. Ba ko de Ba ko. No dia o ma me kasa. Asna yi madu film man kasa me te asa ram sa sori ko.
I don't know afen Matthias you the way na wo feel no. Afen me feeling me pa. He say me mubo mu kum. Me wo.
Oleke say Maxwell pa he's not being too real. Me say hwe ana Oleke ka no ono owa askwa.
Yeah.
Me asna yi marry free mo no. Una me say me show videos ni bi o dem dey see okrum. O be ka o say na hin for Arsenal for. Barcelona supporters.
I say Floyd Mayweather Jr. Obia person ko so belusu.
E happy big team bia san. Me say Empo Chelsea and a cowboy no mulusu ya. Wouldn't have to check for be Chelsea.
Why mo na be ko say Barcelona for be ko picnic say Chelsea lusu man. Andy pa on what basis?
Pien ko habo abonti o. Me say you don't go out to watch football matches for abonti. Oh so them
baby o kuma se bia yi.
Me why? Pien ko habo. Yeah abonti abonti.
Barcelona for okay.
When me say pien korebo. Oh, you only see what we come to show. Pien korebo. Maxo. So Chris o de nyabutra. Me Maxo me no. Oh, ene. Inter just mun sa mrem ba ko kran san kan. Ene me nya Inter drink am nya me Inter aduane am say di. Ene Inter ne.
Kra free guy no on fa show se na. Me metia. Why?
Maxo, o de ti ase na de be yum bia.
Me send Inter for say when I be say o third goal no ache bi me boa ni butu no confirm ro betimi da ba adwuma china why umre ni
say o che cross o di intersanitary pad be no to bi ama ne yere why it's okay ye ni come na here family o say
we na ma football ni ye dem me catch a man for say men follow football and lose a friend.
Debi.
Unya Madrid ni, Oya Barcelona ni, ya bo game na wi. Edia there will be banter, there will be trolling. But adia munsa nkwa transi nidi. Maintain your friendship, maintain your relationship. Exactly. Acquire politics. Don't let people divide you because of their politics.
Yeah.
And Andy, the way in radio you cry half fool. The end the I must see hono no. Mo kan di odi gu ni no no. O si interphone e breno. Na me to na me sha ko idi. Na me see Dani anya de it happens. O say ko Inter. Anya anya na betem de me nya no pe yo.
O win out me jubilate say won so go.
Macho. Say o ye Arsenal. O ye Arsenal. Say unya achieve me say enra tama Inter say 2-0 kra no me ne answer me catch am say ball still na me so ko Barca for ball no mbon this season no
maybe don't say me jai he
me 3-2 na me jai he
2 na me jai he na musa nti 2-1 me too many 2-2 am say come on Barca 3-2 na me ko twa mu ba bia boys ne hwe boys me hwe wo fie e di boy bi wa che me so won say ye hwini ana me fa no say mu hwini ana for nti me to madi me me talk Coca-Cola me tell many a go na me ti go na me so match Barca ko dede na no hye me tani 3-3 chale Andy time no mo de 3 no
obi say I be compare there all that time but what you say tell Maxwell that he hasn't seen anything yet. He talks as if they have won Champions League than anyone but still got 5 Champions League. They had one before right, Central so now for Ayadia Kenina Emra Pure 95.7 FM.
Well, me that's na Enra de I think say football one. Say per ball ahwe. Na the we expect say obinya football mu nyina na andi obinya. I think say Enra Inter Milan and Barcelona. Even though say Inter Milan won the game even though say Inter Milan are qualified for the finals, two teams, SLA, a very, very, very good football, a very, very, very entertaining football. Now, Debia, I make reference to the quota. Alex Ferguson, say attack will always win you games, but defense will win you what? Titles. Inter Milan so far in this competition. Adia ba kwa na Inter Milan de ho mo say de na yesi e matim bi etimi e title no Inter Milan defense ani kra omo. And Oya Barcelona niya, even though say painful, even though say elimination, there na and Kenya expect say you bet me qualify to the next stage, probably the finals for the first time since 2015. You bet me take consolation say Inter Milan about 12 matches before say Omusia Barcelona. In those 12 matches Inter Milan before say about the last 2 games against Barcelona. Inter Milan equipe 8 clean sheets in those 12 matches. In fact, in those 12 matches, Inter Milan conceded only 5 goals. But in just 210 minutes against Barcelona, Barca etimi the ball makunsia at AC Milan net.
Inter Milan
net. Andy, I think something even though you are paying. What I say?
Arab Prince Arab Prince also teach
even though say emotions are very high. Why should I want to control your emotions? But a football, just deal with it. Nyami aduma said the atu ene ebetu obi be pain. They are remanded for the aba. We dealt with it. Arsenal for the Namkwasuba. We are going to deal with it. Nyami aduma team ya the aba. Arsenal for the
By now you can come in here whenever you go.
210 minutes. Inter Milan able to Barcelona no. Andy, they considered 6 goals. We are talking about a team now in 12 matches. Waki put 8 clean sheets. I not consider just 5 goals per. Another one consolation, even though say but Oya Barcelona near, you take consolation from the fact that Enra game Barcelona about 22 shots against the best defense in this year's Champions League. And of those 22 shots, and the 10 of them were on target. What the first leg, can't Enra the first leg about 3-3 Barcelona about 19 shots in the first leg. 19 shots, emu 10 were on target. So over 2 legs, Barcelona against Inter Milan, Barca about 41 shots. Of those 41 shots, 19 of them were on target, and we scored 6. And he should be disappointed. Say, about Champions League semi-final. Now the Usher says goals in over 2 legs. It should be good enough to qualify. Yes, sir. 2 legs. Not 2 legs, So it means 6 goals in over 2 legs there. It means you have done enough so to qualify. But what let Barcelona down? What let us down? And as Alex Ferguson defense now, you need to win titles. Barcelona could not defend against Inter Milan over 2 legs. Andy, Barca has 3 goals in 33 minutes. On him say first half you're 2-0 down. I'm very sure say most Barcelona supporters, including myself, I can't say all of us, so me see most. Time my first half end now. Next course 2-0 against Barcelona. I never thought, not even in my widest imagination, and I'm dreaming say Barca bet me about better Kanumpo and even go ahead. But in a space of 33 minutes, in the second half, Barcelona ever share 3 goals, et me take key lead. Abraham first half, 2-0 down. If you are able to build upon this, Andy, I think that there is hope. In future. But not the any can say, but not the idea. Say Andy, that's what we move. I come in Mupa. Now, yeah, boy, a game Ninano. I did about quarter make and say, Denso Dumfries member mincha Clifford Chibafo on fashion in Yagro.
Yeah.
And the unim say over the 2 legs, yeah, Calatoro Martinez. But player Bakwa, meaning the entire player and who told him about 2 matches. Also before 2 games, I didn't know injured.
Yeah, no injured.
But if you're telling me player Bakwa, on until Barcelona and 3 more, Denso Dumfries.
Yeah.
And the first leg, no 2 goals.
Yes. 2.
Edge man of the match. Enra, 1 go there, but Obe providing 2 assists. So 7 goals now Inter Milan say over 2 legs, you know. Andy or no involved in 4 of those 7 goals. Nkabrai. Kebo 2 legs here. Nankwaba. Odia mojasie amia wo mpania ama Brent Ebejina bo no. And the way he played over the 2 legs, you know. First leg, Barca fee, you know. On the Beji man of the match, they say 2 goals. Enra 1 go there. Bandy, he provided 2 assists, and those 2 assists, you know, Andy were 2 crucial. And ma omutimi wini game, you know. Again, yeah, na yeah, coaches, you know, the way they think.
Yeah,
coaches here, Juma.
Listen,
Abrofu coaches, you know, Omuya Juma,
Simeone Inzaghi.
Inter Milan made 4-3 now. Also, about 5-3-2.
Yeah.
Me and Sada won Finfino. Nicolo Barella. No about Hakan Chanoglu. No about Brent Fenny Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Yes.
First half, no. Andy, now aggressing. But they make sure that they press Barcelona in vital areas. Omuji Boni 1-2 touches and another way making attempt at goal. Some players in me and Sano, unim their combined ages. I don't defend Nicolo Barrera and the 21 years. Hakan Chanoglu at the 31 years. Henrik Mkhitaryan at the 36 years. So combining ages now. Andy, 95 years. Players me and San, Inter Milan and Finfino. Their combined ages 95.
Fabica on Barella or 28.
28.
28 years. Okay, 21.
Barella 28.
Okay, 21.
And I ran to defend Hakan Chanoglu 31. And I ran to defend Mkhitaryan 36. Combine their ages. And the 95. Sa high tempo football na Inter Milan airborne. Na nya adion betimi sustaining the second half.
Yes.
Because omonini. So in the second half no, sa players ni miensa no, the only one coach ni maintain no, the 28-year-old no.
Nicolo Barella.
He took them out.
Yeah.
So he Abrante Fen Hakan Chanoglu Frimu, Henrik Mkhitaryan.
I'm not your money from the same time.
Frattesi,
yeah.
And Zelensky, bye. Because who said born na Barcelona ebono. So high tempo na Inter Milan may hear aggression, even here holding to be able to do that, you know, and no one team yet because at their ages or my break. And a first half no, my Jumani na. And some of our coaches are more than players in the first half no, and can't change your muda. Can't change your muda.
Because
Jumano, but the coach realized that they be more than more body dear. Baby, I do need ye, and Korani the Mubo Tumrika, and Korani Muba Juma, it's any moon film.
Sabakuna, a Mkhitaryan, no coach, Lami Yama. That's what Umia Katani.
I'm the coach who said, Umaso. I ran to the same question. That's the thinking of a top level A coaches. Again, at the top level like this, Champions League semi-final, as much as possible, so let me qualifier, eliminate errors. And Adeba Kwesa Barcelona and say, after coming back into the game, the first goal Inter Milan for saying, it was an error from around friend Frankie de Jong. Maybe a Frankie de Jong, a Lucy Bono. Andy, so we experience a midfielder. A high tempo game against Inter Milan, you don't lose possession in that vital area. And a Frankie de Jong, a Lucy Bono in that vital area. And a branch of friend, a Dumfries, a far bona, true pass, and the man, a Lautaro Martinez, and the ball to watch them. That error was very, very, very costly. Again, the penalty incidents, me the penalty ava a calling on yada me person made you watching it. Also, small margins. The margins were very, very, very small. and a referee ko heva and o just say penalty no erema Inter Milan. Inter then converted. Andy, the yami yapa ni say goal ni nyina no. The yami yapa ni say having come down from 2-0 down. Then your ball 87 minutes into the game, Barca were 3-2 up. Referee at the 5 minutes in the best me boy. 5 minutes na referee the best no. You about 3 minutes 22 seconds into the 5 minutes. You only had less than 2 minutes to defend. Less than 2 minutes to defend. Na akorana ye friend Gerard Martino or Edunfu Kunfu. And Onim said he provided 2 assists. And provided 2 assists. But when we needed him to play his role as a left back, Andy, your primary role is a day, ube defend it. Sa third goal na, Dumfries, ebeje ball no, Edma, I tell you, come board say no, that mistake no, so your experience at that ball no, abateu, and I push the ball to a throwing. And I bought to baby, don't let a branch of friend Denzel Dumfries and Fabono. And that error now branch in the air, no, and it was so costly. Beyond that error, time now Dumfries Fabono. Oh yeah, across New Year, no. I don't know the reason here. Hansi Flick aye Juma. There is no pointer. Ubeti Hansi Flick credit definitely him. He has done an amazing job. But change back, oh yeah. Even the best in the main tier say. Oyi Inigo Martinez free mu. Edi a row by.
And a card na.
Card there.
Inigo Martinez yellow card.
Let him play because what do you stand to lose? Let him play. Sa cross the buy no. Arroyo was supposed to win SR duel no. O say na Arroyo.
Yeah.
Any Achebi any buy. And then Arroyo one who say Brentone lose ball no. The only option na Dumfries Benny said, obey cross. Yeah. Cross in the no. Player na all running no. Umasa player ni benya the first touch. So he was supposed to clear the ball and make sure that Abrante no enya access to the ball and on the ball to net him. So errors mienu Frankie de Jong Abrante Freno Gerard Martin.
The young boy I'm saying the Danny Omo ni Lucy Sabon.
Sabon no Lucy no was a costly error. And then Abrante Freno Gerard Martin error no costly no. And then the winning goal no. Obian Sanko pe body bin hwe.
Frattesi goal no.
Yeah, the no we show 30 seconds video kra na o mama warning. O me blocking CCA. Frattesi goal no. I blame Air Park Obasi.
Frattesi na kra say oye right. No, the left boss.
But I blame Park Obasi. Park Obasi was expecting say Obobo no be blocking. You go. Yeah. Anticipating say Obobo no blocking. Carlos Puyo and time now. And the time now who say or make attempt say Obobo na no. They will close down and block SR pass now Obobo. So the 4 goals that we conceded, Andy, 3 of them were from errors. Neka Barcelona betime they are preventing. And the NTM prevents our errors. No, I think we need to learn from this. A painful as it is, but you are picking lessons that you can learn from it and make sure say you build upon it. Maybe next year, but my consolation is in the fact that Barcelona team they simply don't give up.
Yeah.
Me so say wow we against no.
Me say two no cry.
Yeah bre. Ba mo so mo bre
papa. Me bre papa.
Yeah bre. Na mo so mo bre.
Me bre papa.
Mo de be fa jam. Ba yeso de mo fa jam. It we and 10 minutes ready. And me so say even time na ball no call. Omo share the 4th goal no. The remaining 15 minutes in the second half no. Inter Milan supporters ni against for the no. You were not even okay.
Me catch out you say I still see Barca scoring.
Yeah, and that is one advantage. Barca etimi iron this season. When you expect say as the game is over entirely over no, then somehow some way they find a way and get themselves into the game. And I think say Adebako Andy me aji hu ye pa at the Champions League semi-final final no, your goalkeeper must come to the party.
Jan Soma.
Real Madrid edge Champions League against Liverpool no. Yeah. There be America. Say Abrante Feni Vinicius and say go no. But on that day Real Madrid edge Champions League no because of Thibaut Courtois. On that day, Andy Omeki how many saves? 9 saves. And now Jan Soma. I am not surprised you. Only said be America me admiration for Jan Soma Ufiasi. Yeah. Adabe Gini di pa no. Time no see Kanema Borussia Mönchengladbach. Omni Bayern Munich, game and day 1-1. On that day, Andy, he made 19 saves in one match. A Bundesliga air record. Set one goalkeeper. Yebo game. Nas enya short on target cry enu 19 maximum ebia be 5 ebia be 6 ebia be 7 but Bayern Munich for about more than Bayern Munich for about 20 shot on target against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Jan Sommer was in the goal post that day. Sa 20 shot no ba ko na share no o save 19 shot. So meaning whether a upgrade between Onana any Yansoma a upgrade that now say because Onana at Inter Milan was not a bad player.
Yeah.
So the Onana at Manchester United and they compare Yansoma level there. Obaka say bia Inter Milan
no people say or imagine say Onana and them ka over consider how many goals.
Onana them there and born kebe 4-4 because sa we Lamine Yamal born now Andy not many goalkeepers we David here kind of say once David here to me save will be na say one tip will be no that save ball no sa save ni there Andy and you Onana save this kind of goalkeeper the team sa save no. Congratulations to Inter Milan, better luck to Barcelona next time, but we have so many positive that we can build upon it, and I think say so many mistakes are a cost the game.
Okay, Mira sister Christian Mesa ba obium for and then so much and Maminko Max on an AC. So now answer our bubbles. I say shout outs to Frattesi Kakwadwa do say Lamu, Imama Mbet and Kofi Sabin. Now I say one special for all of you. And Oleke say Onana would have considered 7 goals yesterday. Sorry to say, but he is useless. Okay. Maxwell, Kwadwa say also about Sani, Osimi Nyao. I say, Menkanjo say Jadio Kakanabri, Musumu, because Aden Yapa, Musumu, Monamun Copre, say positives, Ned also. Mova be on positive, no Nabi Adma, maybe I could come and message we see. One of our listeners say we're US, not the buy. Me sure say Wintino this have already say Christian there. I say, Charlie, I beg, ask Christian and Max for me. That should Bruno Fernandes be the winner of the Ballon d'Or since Mo Salah and Lamine Yamal are out of the Champions League in case Manchester United wins the Europa League. Europa League, yeah.
Lamine Yamal and Rafinha are still in contention.
Yes. For what they have done this season.
Because CG League now, Andy,
for what they have done
still a hell of a season.
The last Barcelona player,
hell of a presenter.
The last Barcelona player, OJ Ballon d'Or, won both Champions League final. And a BBN USA saw both Champions League finals. And even World Cup, 2010 year host to Africa. The OJ best player won both final. Diego Forlan. Into that issue, so be both finals, so false. And I say, but Nina comes down to the voting. Those voting, if you say, yeah, who deserve and nekran come the controversial issue by the question.
Okay.
Because after Ochina born, and you say Senator Chris can be busy my debit bias. Yes.
There's a moon now, so much near
predia too. Says I wanna watch there, yet the Nenki and Tissa about watch there. Quadiam de ask now if you will so pan then the ABCNC. And the game ne dia on sena make us a 55-45 for Inter because for nothing at all they are playing at home.
Yeah.
And now a close game. A very close. Because little details now a best what the game is gonna be. And I think say Inter did very well. Let's give them their props. Inter also because Barcelona see a team on baby. Mama team on base and be defending Inter being on game. Because the team, no matter what it is, they will open up. Chris and they are there killing because that 3 minutes, 5 minutes there they goes on. Go back and defend. Or more take a level peg here extra time. To me, when you've qualified, they made a mistake. But even time added on, they were still fighting to want to get more goals, and they were not sharp at that time. Serious that on they were a bit silly. Because say both game I won't say yes no I bem yes no I bem no we be win Andy. I can small time to go. Referee cry there a third goal cry referee because Uncle Besaji offside. On say boy no jina po but I say or steamy and about steamy why steamy and referee be Uncle Besaji no job end. I didn't penalty
the ball no assign goalkeeper no. Until there was no way another be and all blocky the view of the goalkeeper. Yeah. And he didn't make a touch of the ball. What I say now also there's another bone of contention that Lamine Yamal penalty no. Okay, last year Endrich
La Liga.
La Liga. Incidents this you outside.
And Okoto.
And Odiko we or penalty. But we have foul now. Referee no GA or reverse here now. Now outside the box door, just on the line. But at twice could we box room. If I've been very objective, but and yes, we ultimately reverse the scene rano. Me say they are positive. You need to draw and learn from it and move forward.
So referee be no basa or no the way say the bottom or beji. So referee VAR be ba upon go hang force. VAR it is when the referee feel say on yes certain no and now they give him clear signals on me because there are issues we are penalty we obeka so go ba waje and be ani wa obey. It's when Barca nyas our goal no there. They were thinking that the game is over, and that's really a harm. For me, I was saying our coach in my omukwetri, not making it very difficult. At least and go for crowd to me goal. It's still level pegging over quite extra time. So when to me go, you be good to go. And the technically, I think Barca did that wrong. Then again, I told you that this game would is going to be entertainment for you.
Yeah,
a bay entertainment goes, it will rain goals. But meaning they are now war say against and say, hey. Inti sa training bi ne benya because you were certain say sa training for train na beba, but I don't think say but I know say goals bebem. And again all say Lami Yama yemfa bibia nto cho player bia menya hu say big game bia wa flop it, and it is something we need to take notice. Say player consistently in big games otume ebody, we only have to hope say he's going to stay fit for the future near ready. But with that said, Andy, Barcelona were deceived. Barcelona were deceived in the whole of the season by us journalists.
Why?
Why is that they were made to believe that they have a very good defense on Highland defense here. It was a lie. It was a big lie. And also I told you say it's a lie and people came after me. Why? You can't say defense is stronger and any defense be. A defense ain't concede goal you can't say but defend that concede goal what made them strong. It's your dream, so your ball highlights your defense, your Barcelona defense. And the had it. In this season, Champions League away games, the results against Inter score is 4-3. So Barca conceded 4 goals, maybe.
Yeah, that's the second leg.
Yeah. Omone Benfica away, first way. Who's the round of 16 for some 1-0 and you keep it clean. But the first one 5-4. So we consider another 4. Dortmund away,
3-1.
3-1. We consider another 3. Monaco, if I'm right, the first one 2-1.
Yeah.
We consider 2. Now, Red Star Belgrade, you can show 5-2 away. We consider 2. Then Dortmund, Ozi and your ball, the group, I think the group stage and about round of 16. It's also ended 3-2. We consider 2. Into this season, Barcelona Champions League away matches here, boy. And the only one you keep it clean was against Benfica and winning 1-0. But the rest, we considered either 2 or more. Something to make 4-3. So the defense was very poor. Faberge home crack games here, boys who go say yes, I consider against Inter we consider 3. Italy for no Atalanta Suba we considered. And see clearly the defense was very poor. So in all, Barca set 43 goals in the Champions League. So we say they have very good attack, which is true, but in defense they've considered 24. And see with this kind of defensive setup, and the next year, it might get to a time a bit so because when your team also to me equally the number of goals now you struggle in defense.
So clearly now attack ni mum na show the
Barcelona echo
and then so open and share 2 attack na be share 3
sir ade de Barcelona akọ enpo away simple because say some or my idea because Andy a team with this defense don't get to this stage. Inti attack na de echo. It did not Barca one-sided. Your defense was very poor and there were a lot of mistakes at the back. At this stage now don't expect those mistakes. But don't say the issue of Lami Yama penalty, it was the incident answer happened box in it. By your whole Lami so box no. Oh say incident missing to ebi Andy me ball box neti. Be mom tamana wo top for na mensa so yeden eda wachi. So be bia incident nankasa esi no box neti. So the referee had it right because at that spot Obeka say a penalty. But over here the incident happened
is that Odika on-field decision or the penalty? And a VR no recalling na oba mean so be yes BBC
say the margin was very akwano door no your friend is a box the be more door no ko wie box no. And say I had a referee discretion, no, you so the referee had it right, and then that is how I feel. Then again, what I also want to say is this: I think Barcelona should keep their head high. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Beginning of the season, including you, the comment that came in the big democracy yen to me, your coach, yen to me more, yen drew baby. Nobody ever thought Barcelona would get to the semi-final because OS have your results in any about Europa. Nobody thought. In that limit, said they've even exceeded expectations, but because Barcelona said only Madrid are born when you these results now, but champions, we expect you to go far. But in reality, the bookmakers in name more uptown, so our computer that's all. More uptown for nobody says that Barcelona will get to this stage. Until they should draw positive. And I think say in time they are Brewajo, Baira Brewajo, they are a team with a lot of records. And in recent time, Barca and Inter were the edge over Barcelona. So I think Boni and Kobone and Naka they are back be free. We're not like a free. It's normal. Boni best sample BM. But Aroho is almost family free team no.
Are
or a family per two, the oil in. You see, what cause a brutal Andy. Chris now all care about Martinez. The way I'm not born a con. Not born now you open so be able to me asibi. It's not Martinez a nya card a yan here so as any con nya red card but numerical advantage in Tabekele. It's Waro we a captain. You are one of the most experienced guys in the team. I was a captain yet say Bobia. I think me the role ben means yes you any Dortmund are no kwe. Was some brutal Masahe. No, and the oil any very wrong. Me who South America player was sada. But Barcelona for now so count and a roho you good on your good as almost permanent free team no more. And I'm the only man Adriana. What will your team captain? Oh, inti Charlie a roho higher papa Inter bomber but cap and your money.
Okay. Kwame Chamfo Diego Ewu as I say if we are seeing all of a sudden you have interjecy. Now match for the I am broken heart and Chemune Casatentins has if you are not Inter the fan and you're not also intimate. But Christian you were an interesting fixture. PSG could win the first leg no Emirates and Arsenal so almost beat me. But Pate is back.
Said then right na Hala Inter and a Visca PSG. Because minim se me do PSG sa. Minim se me shano I be the pele kura nti na me support na me follow French football. Once I be the pele na ma Ghana for ye Champions League Marseille edges Champions League no. I think say they played against Inter Milan. When they Basiboli no time no. Into kura na afi na makai se me chimi nchikura na se me link kakra French football. Visca PSG.
Also Thierry say Basani. Also Odi Kuku. Sugar was some more but still attention.
Oh, when we have diabetes.
Champions semi-final almost saying case there so we won't be because
1-0 score line in a Champions League in every football biano very deceptive. While winning 1-0 no, you think that you have done enough. The also lose 1-0 no. You think that 1-0 manageable.
Yeah, but
to be able to overturn 1-0 score line and you need to score more than one.
Yeah.
Say Arsenal bet me qualify now. They will need to score more than one. And that is why make 1-0 score line. As a no said a big score line. And this why over the so manageable 1-0 score line and the score line back papa. But advantage PSG. Sir, away 1-0 4th minute goal na Dembele say no. And the bet me priceless. Arsenal bet me kwa away ne. Na Arsenal ko draw. And this Arsenal about draw. Unim say on a very good score line. You are playing against PSG. Oh, Park the Prince. Now wakonya draw. Under normal circumstances, it's supposed to be a very good score line. But first leg 1-0 loss now. Dembele a goal no as early as the 4th minute no. A bit made the decider of this air contest. Andy, the money yet didn't kasi say. Unim say PSG. Esiba mpreba coupe Champions League knockout stages B8 round 16 quarter final semi-final at anase any stage bia no once pe and it has a pe and a PSG we need first leg away second leg no o free mu
okay
once anytime be a PSG we need a first leg away no most often they qualify so Arsenal for per consolation the only ones are PSG for a winning away. I want to be qualify no. Now 2018-2019, it was done by an English team. Okay. Say year no. PSG eba away. Ebe say Manchester United coached by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Okay. Ebe say Manchester United 8-2-0. Mekaipa Preston Kimpembe. Eri Mbappe. Eri say 2 goals. Eri ma PSG. I said Manchester United 2-0 Old Trafford. Towards Manchester United air pride on case, you know. On that day, I think Pogba edge a red card. Pogba edge a red card, you know. Now Manchester United first team players as a plano. No more yet 9. Echo can Pogba no the red card home. Second leg, you know. Andy, me assure say you never imagine say United could qualify. United are lose 2-0. Pogba Eddie red card. Now the first team players, you know, 9 as a player, I can't Pogba home. But Manchester United they go away to PSG. Okay, so game no Lukaku's game. Yeah. Lukaku able 2 goals, and a Rashford Edebako can home. Emma game no call 3-1. Aggregate echo 3-3. But Samre no now we go Ruya Juma. So Manchester United qualify with away go rule. So Empreba Kupa Esi. Say PSG. Every first leg away I want to qualify no. It was done by an English team that was Manchester United. 2 teams in the form now Monday back into this game no. Andy and encouraging but in first 2 teams no domestic form as okay. Because PSG has nothing to lose in domestic football. I think it's Strasbourg. Yeah. Lose 2-1. You know, Saudi domestic football no obey mistake. Arsenal lose 2-1 to Bournemouth. But what's the relevance? Relevance they say Arsenal lose 2-1 no on league the second position no and it is still not under threat. Young season no Arsenal that's than the second. So domestic football there me fans say Arsenal 2 teams no. But the woman say PSG last 3 Champions League home matches. The American here the master and they say PSG both their last 3 Champions League home matches no. Andy Unim say Omalusu Bakupe. Again, an English team that was Liverpool Mekai, so okay, this year. Yeah. But in those 3 matches now, Mabo Fieno, Unum say Omo 10 goals in those 3 matches. Almost a Brest air 7-0, almost a Aston Villa air 3-1, and a Liverpool show 1-0. So in those 3 matches, they've scored air 10 goals and they have conceded only 1. In the Champions League, again, Andy, set team Bibe winning and away. Semi-final, they make a semi-final there. Okay. See, I do semi-final. Nothing be able to win first leg in our way. I want me to qualify no. Esimi you pay. You start the Champions League in no. You do semi-final la. Say team be quite away. Now we need first leg in our way. Normally, you no me qualify. I am premier no pay. And a team be winning first leg at the semi-final. Or winning first leg while we are second leg no team qualify. Andy, the first one way back 1996. Panathinaikos ebe say Ayas ofie. Ayas ekwa away eko qualify. Recently, and me found coach the cry. Recently, so Bakaya, I think that Ayas and then the latest one honestly yeah. That was 2019 against Tottenham Hotspur. Obaka first leg, you know. Ayas eba Spurs, eba say Spurs 8-2-0. And the second leg, you know. Spurs ekwa away. I think they beat them 1-0 in the first leg rather. And the second leg, you know. Spurs ekwa away. Ekwa sha Ayas 3-2. And we are say Emreno umre twemana twemu. Saturday no Lucas Moura ebo hat-trick. Okay no. Yeah. Say kwa on kind bi.
Lucas Moura so Brazil.
On the ball hat-trick, Edema Spurs, and Spurs, Edicor finals now. I think the Liverpool show 2-0, Eddie Yeno. So, team B a winning first leg, away in the Champions League semi-final, and Premier Nupe and Andy, or Montimian qualified to the final. And then Juma Cassia, Arsenal Ekwakoye. Now, Adebakwa Arsenal Befa encouragement every when they say the last 7 games Arsenal ball away. No, do you know that Arsenal remain unbeaten away?
Okay.
Limiting it to the Champions League. Arsenal last 4 Champions League away matches, and you had there was they beat Real Madrid 2-1 or Santiago Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah.
Almost a PSV 7-1 na away. Almost a Girona 2-1 na away. And almost a Sporting 5-1 na away. Sa Sporting team na Arsenal was almost 5-1 on the same venue, no match Man City. Arsenal went to that venue and beat them 5-1. The last 4 Champions League away matches are Arsenal Abono, and the Unim said they scored 16 goals and they have conceded only 4.
Okay.
By nay, when you know your chum, Arsenal bet me your human na. It is very good that Partey is coming. Me boy, Partey and Declan Rice should make sure that Sa Korada Feri Vitina no, they should keep him quiet. Because PSG engine room no, PSG will attack who? Quaescalia, the side Dre, Eddie Dembele attack no, too scary. But the engine room of PSG no, moment for the no. Uma Vitina, there should be a disconnect PSG defense no, from the attack. Sa disconnection no, Mfimfimi and Sano. Sa Vitina, any Fabian Ruiz. Any a branch of Jao Neves no Sam ran me and Sano say Arsenal yo muhojuma especially Savitina no Jem Finfino. In the first leg, Andy, I was looking at certain battles. Unim say ne Quaescalia any Timber. Nyamiano no credit Timber TB ho pa. So first leg now, especially in the first 50 minutes of the game. Say referee ni kura anya a bit charitable. Ebiaka Timber edge card. And then I am just going toward that battle again. Timber versus Air Quaescalia. And then there's a Dre any Luis Kelly. There's another battle there. Arsenal's 2 center backs, you know. Omunya anybody to mark who. Because PSG any a center forward that way stationary as a Hollander who defend against them. They have 3 players mobility and they move all over. I'm first leg, you know, Dembele go no share no. Dembele all born no. Maybe Dembele be far ball. Draw ball on Obaje or no and half. So me again I'm Thierry Henry. Or see the difficulty playing against Inter PSG ni say who are center backs they have nobody to defend. As will be a stationary, who defend against them. Mobility, very, very, very crucial. And Arsenal should be able to defend against Sa mobility. No, yeah, can Arsenal there no. In the first leg, Arsenal advantage, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka on the right, defending against who? When the ball on the left side for PSG. Nuno Mendes. In the first leg, you know, man who Bukayo Saka, he didn't come to the party. And then Arsenal will need him. If they can qualify, Arsenal will need Bukayo Saka to come to the party. And then Martin Odegaard. First leg na Bukayo Saka. Yeah, why should I know? Most of the chances are falling to Arsenal. No, fair to a branch friend Martinelli. And he missed them. So Bukayo Saka my party now. The few now Martinelli he need to convert them. Oh yeah, Arsenal captain if you Odegaard. Namianum Nukreni. Born Odegaard a boy in the first leg, no. It's too disappointing. The creator, who create BBI, bet me a creative piano, must pass through you. So born a boy in the first leg, no. Odegaard able the same born and the Emfa. Okay. Again, Liverpool won 1-0 me. But who was the man of the match on that day? Donnarumma. That be first leg, you know. Now Alisson Becker, yeah. If Arsenal would need a winner, their goalkeeper Raya must also come to the party because then they are PSG for number 2. Said the Enra Yansoma SMU PSG, you know. If Arsenal should qualify, if they have a chance of qualifier, they will need their goalkeeper because attempt to Nebeba. He must come into a plan A game. Everything said and done, no. Said the Enra no. Sa Nebeya Visca PSG. PSG qualify.
Chairman BKB was say Christian Nipa Bonini. We are winning 3-1. Ray, I say catch a Christian say the Obeka Bia you be qualify.
On can on reading the message, you know. Ray crack on be channel say me copy PSG. Ray.
Master.
Yes, sir.
Mamintio and PSG against Arsenal. Mamintio.
A tight affair and a close game as well, but also PSG and Gasa or champions. I saw many English teams in able. We bear the 6th consecutive game of many English club able. And Andy a bit surprising, but O'Shea on record now. Omo winning 3 lose 2 with a 5 normal ball. It's a wound to me and stake with neck out or man winning game now. I say Omo lusu. And 2 no crow mo lose Nandi. Omo lusu bako in England to Aston Villa so bekaya. And almost lusu bako to in France to Liverpool. But surprisingly, in those 5 games no more border than never 6 no. Ningina the difference there just 1 goal margin. Just 1 goal margin. And since as away goal rule near the end there a free no. Say Arsenal so to me was 1-0 no more to me until now we push the game there. So that's how it is. So a very tight affair. But over PSG on my last 4 home games in the Champions we winning 3. So it serves them good. But this is no more lose to Atletico Madrid 2-1. Almost lose to Liverpool 1-0. And I don't think these teams are far ahead of Arsenal. I think Arsenal too has got what it takes to also pose a lot of threat or danger. But a good thing for them, that history is on their side because the last 19 times when winning first leg, they move 18 the PSG qualify. So the only time a man qualify, and if the Arsenal be to me take advantage from there and see how it's gonna go. Arsenal themselves, Yemfan say Bournemouth show over the weekend. But I say Yamakase. Or more your attention every domestic competitions because they feel like they need to play well in Europe. So all their attention, I don't mean fine yasem. But the team all season the champions will lose just 2 games. What him say about away now, Arsenal have won the last 4 away consecutively, but ningi no mu consider a goal. Ningi na 4 no mu win, Arsenal consider at least a goal. Or mu consider 1 goal a So that is what Arsenal need to. But the problem for Arsenal here is that in Europe no. On my last 5 editions are on my lose first leg and the omon progress. Say the Arsenal yeah ball first leg or more lose no more second leg. All 5 in the Arsenal to me progress. And the Arsenal need to do what they've not also done before in making sure say and also a bit to my edge. Then a bad head to head on the PSG or very good head to against PSG. But away no, they are now chasing a first away head to head with PSG. So it makes the game a bit dicey. But I want to say Arsenal this season defy all the odds. Because these are some of the teams that nobody even gave them the chance when we started the season that they will get to this very point. In the end, it's going to be a very cagey affair. Me game way, I don't want to take no side. You know why? Because both Luis Enrique and Mikel Arteta are guys I believe in their system and philosophy because of where they are coming from. Because they're also from the Barca system. And I believe in the ball no more. But say Luis Enrique Champions League to us to I'll be okay. Arteta so the first one, I'll be very much okay. So kudos to those teams. But I think say a year favor PSG more. But depends on Arsenal what they are going to show today in the game. But I cannot tell you it's a very, very tight affair. It can be a best and right there now. 55-45. And I'm better making.
Can I say
55-45 because PSG are also playing at home. And I think PSG who are manager or you have much experience or more experience than your friend saying Arteta coming into the game. So those things will play there. But it's going to be a very close game. And the one who will be able to me dignity there. But I think that PSG winning the first leg with that hell of a record where they always progress. With Arsenal not beating them away in the head. So the Arsenal not qualifying after losing the first leg in 5. No? I think say 55-45 for PSG in this one too.
55-45 for PSG, like you said, Emra. Sure. Okay, maybe we should be na edin komo. Fadia kan Emra. How to folk? Ayo coach, Abubakar Watara. Or say, I'm starting league no. Nahas, per 3 goalkeepers.
Before end of the season, with 3 target goalkeepers, and this also NIBC. And see, yeah, so we had that 3 the blaster goalkeepers. So we knew competition day. All of them come to my house, one by one. Yeah, so we one day need to this, a lot of this. And unfortunately, ABC pride. And Andros, performance in Musuyani, the same number. Now, as a foot fan, chapter 32 chama. Oh, me see, the best in New Casca. While I say, oh, Jai, me send 1,500. I don't want to mention the boy. It's coming. Send him man, so Oba. Another day, I see Oba, Wahubia, and then I see the Beshi, Amba. My friend, for could be an Atara, my board, no decision. Into for soon. Who come up with for soon, I will be down soon around me. Enter a home stop one. Another player in my lounge. Too close to me. Yeah, Kasaya, we are starting the same time we are Benjamin before any Olympics before the match in the last match. I started doing with me, Kasa. We are talking meeting together. And I don't know Oba as yeah, clear idea. I'm to catch him say, manager Kasa, was it true?
I know Abubakar Watara, head coach at Hartford. I don't know Kobe Jones and so on until you say house. No crap parents Hartford team ne kutaono. Also move here additions. Our technical team nim.
Technical direction also no. As I said, we can coach no say Bema Watara ko technical director was one because for me what I'm seeing we feel say MY. Tanya we na ya dey also team no play for anything. Yen keep boys we yen for be meka ho and I know they will come good.
I know NCCP Kobe Jones and your can Samuel Bodu head coach Eddie Emma Brekum Chelsea. Nyami adma FA Cup no bo Eddie Tia Sante Kotoko. Also Nusa Kotoko big club. Nemum omuni FA Cup no enye easy.
4 months after match. With the FA Cup, no Kotoko is a big club as we all know. But we Brekum Chelsea, we are going with the determination to play well.
I know I am some coach no area so Bashir Hayford one also a coach at the Emma Heart of Lions or say standard of a Ghana Premier League no enye all bad is how
We come like mama we na cost we now say make we in the cost we make na we na cost once you get competitors almost are prepared now also are prepared then we play when there might be challenges here and there but obviously once we continue to play even the champion is standard no, yeah, all that bad, but I can't be competitive now. Say, we should they come home. I'm not okay. Say what? One of what? Say no. I had the many number now.
I know I coach Bashir Hayford one fans so we no and also no kra say league yeah there be a cast supporters Emma Stadium say there ba ko say on shouldn't who player be or exceptional we because o Triasika akwa such player ye ni bisa
Kotoko, you can get a Fabio Gamma. I don't put Obia or Fabio Gamma. And the wasn't here too bad, but he wasn't part of the Apple, but you're losing. Exceptional ABM, will be both physical or
okay, I know I am some coach Bashir Hayford. Eddie Atuga Gordon Ablodi, assistant coach Eddie Emma ABBN Go Stars. Now almost to chase for the Ghana Premier League. Last weekend, Karela Kwashobu 1-0. Manchester na akoye nsimbio. I don't know they to just say weekend break here omo enya because of FA Cup you know. Ebeboa amoma prepare very well because omo kotoko enso ebo. God na brother ekasai.
We are thinking positive. This work the work that we do. So we just concentrate and make sure we work. We on top is 2 points and now we have come. So we have to make sure that we work and overtake them because we are going to work hard until the league is end because we need to work because about 3 or 4 matches to go and the 2 different points. We are still going to work hard. I think we see fatigue has done into our team. This break is going to give us time for our boys to rest. Those who are injured will come back, make sure we get a good team to face Kotoko.
I know assistant coach Edema BBN Go Stars Gordon Ablodi and I can Kasim Mingel head coach Edema Nation says on Razak Simpson or say Razak Simpson they said the Nyamia Dom Warikover Nebum or one person Bereskin.
Warikover, but we don't want to rush him because we know so better last time matches. So those who are playing and they are doing well, we have to still maintain them. Teamwork, because even when he play, he will go.
I know coach friend say Kasim Mingel Obet Nana Kwame Nketia and so about Ghana football ya o mupa or ya to just say Ghana football no enwu sa o said the nkofo kan enwu sa
obi le medmo dia busa dan so na fa so adi o me die wo ye den kura na se na etie se na na ya that time na ni pa no ko dia ko ko bon dia na ntisa tie na ka sa bo fu no mu na 20 bo ma so pa aba drug afa na ba ko so ko ni boy so no so mo ko na ni na shi local teams ya na dia say Busania, a man for Gaza, the Esa, in Castle lack of quality. Now, be on no support on a place and on Busania, Citiana, Panga, Niaman, or status on a club on a bay to university. So, the Pony has an informant to a Petra, would be a son into a Petra.
Bi wa iti se menka so Ibrekum Chelsea see you manka no anka wa wonti ase. Okay, I don't it's a Valvoline trusted engine oil makacho say engine oil also the good came no Valvoline so your mechanic lubricant dealer and a retailer taxi driver trotro driver one car private car corporate organizations no engine oil papa enkofa problems and family with engine no Valvoline trusted engine oil no pebi efegu car nem etumi Ghana weather condition in tebebo pa PSD plus and authorized distributors e bono so da form sabre ya odo richim ewo Swami Breman Ibiza restaurant opposite to Valvoline flagship shop ne honum no akonjibia na for 0209 501963 0209 501963 yeni nkoma ewo aye afisem ni mo Max
share some free hearts also last season Rebecca has used to be 5 to 6 goalkeepers ni na na working
yeah
into season where they're not obianim so make here goalkeeper but no cranny say Benjamin Asari there as a has ni be abo omo coach na abaso ye coach Watara and the influence na enya Benjamin Asari wa has of
okay
he played a major role as ana boy no ejatum all say there since a boy na ngasa kotoko na koyo
okay
yes but demands na boy in demand kotoko we no able to meet one or catch from so or Bob number 1 and I got to say and said there be or more
Frederick Asari
or yeah Black Stars goalkeeper so that I say we don't call Black Stars instead no be on here Black Stars keeper ube in year 1 they can't guarantee him that and on sounds here so budget 10,000 a month as the wages
100 million
and I got to say no yeah number 1 Asari crown so Black Stars is not even paid. I think it was being paid around 7,000 a month until we can't guarantee you that. But I'm saying they are not Benjamin Yen and say not or ye bibi on himself will not be able to offer.
You move now number
because or ye typical boy who have lived in Accra all his life. And those boys and they say if the hearts come calling her, they really want to go because all my friends the way they brought up near ding in Accra that stuff. And so they really want to get there. And so on one side they know in your house, but them coach, you know. And then a Kasai for a long time on G2 mobile boy. And I know the coach Watara Kandia something that I'm very preview to. Until now, boy in the bar house and so I think that what show say indeed he's a very good keeper or what Black Stars or I know they big up for Coach Watara and the influence was very with them. Now, Coach Bashir Effort, also on the coach I respect him so much for what he's been able to perform. Now the all can so okay ni team no DJ League you know Bernard Morrison muti okay Didier Corey so okay is a player no
yeah
any boy we manoma now ball mo 10 o to me yi ball okay emre bi o mo ball o tun for cab bi o mo ne koto that na sika akono so koto so Yakuba ne maso ba akomo ne akwa mo ne ade so wo hwe game ni bia sa team na o DJ League o Ghana no ono ni team ni free me hu say team bi abo sa ball ni bi o Ghana that as go team no. Oh, Charlie, no money born from the start to finish goalkeeper to be. Ultimately said they are indeed playing football. Ebia Kotoko Confederation team, no, and about that team was a hell of a team. It's only say Omuye na inchen omu den etete, but or build the team omu bobo na born nika. So he believes in that. But the problem is that coach. Say Moka say ye need a sessional player biawo league in Modia, and a coach miss me bomu coach in so ball. The question is, are there a moon to because a sessional player no one a day now money a confidence so you only give him confidence to play better and become exceptional. Yenche Vinicius Jr. Only said the first time about Madrid and now or ye unveiling no skill no ye in crabon no kotonche. And a Barcelona for starting a high onim meba. Boba yesebo Rodrigo yesebo. Your friend say Jude Bellingham ba yesema sabo. Into omo boy be drew stage bia nom oma be big Mbappe, but he was young, but they gave him the confidence of Ombo. Lami Yama, or start saying, fine, you prospect, but near him so bebo, by a confidence our coach near them. And any team made demand so Mba for years, no draw. But coach, yeah, Munya Fatima. No more creating presence, all the players there are useless or rubbish. Near Pam 25, near the 20, every year, and Yakutokoni has on Kwang. It is only Sekotokoni has na big teams are Yenina Yeni Salmo. But Andy Udia correct Carella money at the teams by Yenina say. Setini Bejinaso by 5 years, almost every 2 years, almost the whole team set no, yet to me change it for Froba. It is a continuity na engage when almost one train, almost said I'm a good veteran on a mind show, my dear. And they are better a place now by exceptional. You understand the point I'm making? A better no more by exceptional. Here can you be real season? I will have some Pam another 15 to 15. I got to bet my Pam 16 to 16 about. Some coaches be on person for more far there. That is exactly what is going to happen. For example, Ohe Kotoko Bo Moboya. Me with those 2 games as Zito Abona, I'm highly impressed. The only thing left is that attackers no say on the first now. Has no Kotoko Bobo and ye dins a message gua didn't me ye bibia didn't me who sa de no. But Ohe Bo no more bona, I'm hugely impressed with the way they play. Inti say if you need exceptional players, it is the coach's duty to let us have exceptional players. Because there's no player of free fiber team, no, yeah, exceptional. It more other team, no, more exceptional there. But the coaches can also build the same exceptional players to come up. So this is a coach na ekase. And if a person okase leg na enyangui, yen kase egu. But what we are saying is that the level ani enim sa time kwa na mo se ani bie ni ho. Bo ana ye hu no, ye de compare na e wo fem. Nti e dey na mba ye say between the game na den e de abasoro. And only what I'm looking for. Team bia we need experience. Mbacho you were talking about Inter and their age, Mbacho. And then I didn't tell you in the Champions League. Is it no experience? Is it no experience? Ain't it every team be here be your experience? But Ghana ho being a bobo no wangini. No wangini. Team no cry ya there na says say team na ya there no. Say no bet my ya there see there be obi wo mu wangini exercising. And the air wrong because every team here experienced players who push on re ye Kwame Poku. Andy, we kotoko Kwame Poku. Obo kotoko etu kwan. Eno wasan aba. Hwe ne performance. Is it not one of the brightest sport ever team no mana? Inti every team we hear a bit of experienced player because the young say even under 20 day group mukase players ni be abolega. Other countries players na but how well do they know them? Omuni mobia. And those people you also manage players and most of the omuko team. Which one of your players not in the right age abobo? It's your first snap ne say nyese nyamisro ni first snap ne kosua ne emfa mbo form say mo players in the same age amu nyina mu enti ade bi wo also manage players ni be nyese wo kan because also player betumi could do that level then we all have to support them to go but ye bobo na ndi ye win it's not about the win no it's about player be our ball like 3 years obi kro ha make a player no nim ne da onim ne ba bia da wrong yeah the ano enti na say Ghana team no your league, boys no nche wom because coaches ni be crowd boys no about 2-3 years up because I mean time maybe no say or non per player be about 5 years or Ghana go about 5 years or 9 in go just look at this mentality and so ko Semba ko Yanga ko Sundowns na ko Ali na ko these teams and the omuna dominate on the African co players in omunyini how many of their players na young playing into a high time see a jai sadien Obi oho Andy wanyini Mkhitaryan so wanyini hwe ball ob onim bobo yanso ma ya akwala onim goda ena obenya akwala bi nso a ono so bi say Jude mo so ye nkwala mo so nimbo so it's about the performance and nipan dey back to the table it's not about the age it is Andy me ya de na menyi a also because me nti ye mpam me na ye nkofa akwala mra keke just like that and I said no even journalism ye Andy ora abrof na omudi how many years any more 17 years ading na omo so asel omo ye ko head boxing commentators how many years no more but ebi say ye senior man Mr. Kobna Eboa so a senior guy in the industry so is he not doing well and you young guys who are also doing so it's about the talent and I say what the person is bringing on board it's not about the age akolebi also about nadwimo do pa peni bi so wanyini ba nadwimo so do sanet ye Inti ye my attention and see what I'm saying is that on say build the team who experience who youth or what and experience wise we mukwa na be boy youth need to come good And so we have bro for so much some year rebuilding. Pam players in Ankofa young guys and Mau. There be senior guys in Ohono. No more the young guys na de Remunka Kankra. It's ye quay and in 2, 3, 4. You won't say senior guys na de FAD out. For example, here Lewandowski. So we a striker now you're younger, now you play young or be mentor. It's by the time on be Freeman and a Rudy Gamoni had no be mentor. So by the time on be Freeman, now while we are young and once wide, what to me a bejina so sano moyomo. But Ghana de kasi a rebuilding of a team. Any and this a wedi 25 cry as ye Pamonia this 16 ba. Ye be we so yen kobe yen di 1 year na omo di 16 18 degrees no ma san so apamo mu nyina no ma ko fa biaba enti e wo say ye hwe na ye changes are enti coaches no can give us exceptional players. So if they say we don't have exceptional players, it means that they are also not working.
Okay. So
it can also mean that they produce the exceptional players, but we don't have the money to keep them here.
Yeah.
Exceptional players, you know, pay so many times. Pay once in a while. Lami Yama talent, you know, generational talent. Messi, generational talent. Yeah. Jude num PM once in a while. Ada Guledi, Mimi Barcelona ni Bakrano ni Bobo, generational talent. How do you keep them? The frustration of Ghanaian coaches is that oye bre no nya ba ku produce na 1 year. Him
you ready.
1 year, then the person leaves. Then how then do you go back and blame that Omunem produce that exceptional players? In the last 10 years, if Ghana Premier League no are rich enough, and then Keka say ye maintaining players are BYT, how many of the exceptional players in that's what Ghana Premier League no? Eke obio, enke we suni yandie. But the Ghanaian clubs are so poor that even these days, $20,000 are tempting enough for them to sell their player. $10,000, $20,000. Now Ghanaian clubs don't put because 1 year the club need go on to run the club no. Inter Milan, there's some experience, you know. They are Inter Milan keep experience players, you know. If they do not have money. Oh yeah, sure say Lautaro Martinez. Team si bimpeno.
Barella.
Oh yeah, sure say Nicolo Barella. Team bimpeno. Bastoni boy ya oboy. Oh yeah, sure say team nya Bastoni ompeno.
Okay.
Se Bastoni, Barella, and Lautaro Martinez. A Ghanaian club and the Musia Kanema Ghanaian club. Come need 2 years wa komboko. Can in less than 2 years, because our players never call. I understand the frustration of the Ghanaian coaches. Getting some exceptional players, you know, and easy. We have and raise back Kunimia. As a county made the home, ne produce excitement now. For lack of money, these players will leave. And that club Nankasa crowd the papers say Oberton players no. The player themselves, the player himself no, would like to leave. Player the say. What you play on the car in the best case scenario, what you play on the car 3,000 Ghana cedis. And you cry Omomutia yenu 3,000 Ghana cedis, you know. Andy Obi Masa play $1,000. $1,000, you know, o convert here times 5 of the 3,000 I would tell the crew masino. $1,000. Under normal circumstances, $1,000 and yet skebia as I entirely to a footballer. But you try to cut 3,000. In fact, you try to cut $3,000 West here. We are one of the best paid players in Ghana.
Yeah.
You fall within that range. But $3,000, you know. 3,000 Ghana cedis, you know. $1,000 are tempting enough. So be jakwaji. So everything beyond I'm yentimi retaining stars, you know. Yentimi retaining SR generational talent, you know. And it boils down to lack of air money. Sikani ho. Maso I can radio the. Sika o. Ebenu stage, you know. And the no be the bear 200,000 Ghana cedis aba. Better Kwaku team would like to maintain Andia. What's the option? And maybe so. Yeka say Obiaba, Andy, be a radio station. Mama offer $200,000. Dr. Kwakutin would like to maintain Andy because Andy are upgraded. Christian me ma $200,000 Ghana cedis. Maso $200,000 Ghana cedis. Momaji na maya juma mami. How are we maintaining here? How should management maintain us here?
They either pay higher.
They either maintain the value near the mayeno or even beat it. If you can't do it there, and the quality and experience no are building now, somebody else is going to benefit from it because of discover a Falco. Eti me medical can me say me wo gidie say na Premier League no ebe ye amana ya accord no de say gidie no matum makam. Because the me etime maintain stars no we don't have it. Ye ni and Sanya mana no and affect attendance no. Kotokone has folk. Obi send me message say Kotokone has no more Confederations Cup final no. Oye Kotokoni obetime about the entire Kotoko first 11 since then. And the year by 2003. Confederations Cup final no. January 2005. 20 years in ye. Was it every single Kotoko lineup? Omom start here the goalkeeper. Kotoko left back, Kotoko right back, center back, Omombo central midfield, attackers. Samen nana say Ewebo will be Chasila. Chasila mo squad. And also bet me Bomo start ma Kotoko dina, including those on the bench. Bene or that's you Kotoko ni, but on team mo Kotoko starting 11-5. On team mo Usika sa penifo day wasim bona ye boni baby ababe drew no. It is basically because of lack of money. Sika ye intiminya pitches. Sika ye intiminya entertain players. Sika ye intiminya players kaye. Sika ye intino and only few teams the team coaches kaye. Ya na ya de Kotoko ya 6 Kotoko coach ka $4,000. Has to pay $4,000. He got already as a folk film. Go and look at other coaches, you know, how much they are being paid. Andy, Premier League ni no. Also, it got to a point that now the best players and the best coaches are all in Spain. Premier League no, a flippy, you know, a flippy bedi Premier League no, no. The man a flippy. Omoko sign sa TV deal right no, munya bear $5 billion. And they player. Bayern Munich for betimi ato. West Ham beto.
Aston Villa beto.
Aston Villa betimi ato. So enye o cloud. Any dimbi awo and a player the best oboma keka. Say sikan kwa. Say sikan kwa. E ka Bayern Munich for ntimi mfa
Michael
Olise. Kontimi mfa no. But Michael Olise don't share there's a bigger platform. Opportunity to meet me win BB because me see a kind of Crystal Palace. So Michael Olise see a kind of Liverpool. O see a kind of Manchester, even Manchester. O see a kind of Man City. Can be very, very difficult for Bayern Munich to price him away. Because they have the same thing, even more. Then a Ghanaian place and anywhere Rwanda. 2 years ago. Why did they didn't talk to Korea to folk and there is Molamti? And for a lamb to go one go Rwanda. And then Ghanaian place in Chomania, Ethiopia has become the next destination. Ethiopia. Said a lot of Ethiopia. Yes, you go order honor.
Who on half is kunkuni na half kunkuni is so hobby.
Unisika Ethiopia no players beko. And there's another coach. I mean, yes, say when your talent be all polishing talent ni pie ya obeko Rwanda na Ethiopia.
Mira says Christian, the new STC GH Express Ultra Modern